with the start of the school year, it seemed perfect for her to join us.
Absolutely.
LeAnne's mom, Kaye, is here with us. She taught a total of 50 years in public schools, different schools. We thought it would be fun to kind of talk about, you know, your years of teaching.
Year after year after year.
You know, all kinds of cool things. Welcome back. It's good to see you this morning.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Did you notice his boots?
I did.
I
told him the pant cut is just perfect.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
I worked on that all night for you there.
No high rise on you.
Yeah.
I love it.
For folks that don't know, okay, I'm going to show you the bottom of my boots. So Kaye brought a bunch of boots the last time she was here to actually give me a couple of pairs, and this is the one that I chose. Thank you very much.
Yes. Your others look like the mice have chewed on it.
Yes. They are so bad. These are the best boots I have.
Well, Mom taught for 40 years at the same elementary school here in Tulsa, McKinley Elementary, and you started right out of college from graduating from TU.
Right.
And it's so, I mean, things are very different today than they were back then, but we were visiting, kind of reminiscing. What were some of the things you remember when you first started?
When I first started, I was a brand new teacher. I had a 4th grade in the morning, a 5th grade in the afternoon, no plan time, all the duties, and our class size was about 30 to 40 children.
Can you imagine?
That's big.
And no air conditioning.
No air conditioning.
Oh, yeah, of course. We were talking about this earlier in the morning. I remember the day you had those big windows. You would you kind of push them up and open like that. What was that like?
And those big old fans?
Big fans.
Right. Yeah.
And it was just, you'd come home, at least for the first few weeks of school, you came home hoarse because you were trying to talk over
the fans.
The big fan.
Right.
Wow.
And, yes.
I don't know how y'all grew up in Oklahoma without air conditioning. I mean, we didn't have it at my house for part of my growing up, but that was Ohio, totally different weather. How y'all did it in Oklahoma without central air, that is incredibly
well, and trying to
impressive.
learn and navigate big classes, the heat, and all of that. I want to show some pictures, though, and I'm not making fun. Yes, I am. Ha ha.
No, this is wonderful.
Mom, just the variety of hairstyles through the years. So this was Mr. Weehee, the principal. You guys started the same year.
Same year.
Yeah, and being 4th, 5th split, that then changed in the years following.
There were times when I was 4th grade, times 5th grade, but then Mr. Weehee let me have my 4th graders. We called it looping, and I got to have the same ones in 5th grade.
Nice.
Man, we started in the first day, and it was just like we hadn't had any time off.
That's really nice.
These are just various hairstyles over the years.
Thank you, Dave.
Mama, you're just so beautiful. I cannot, I look at these and I'm just like, because you were, I mean, incredibly young. You were young going into school because your birthday's in October, you started early.
Yes.
But to look at all these different fun pictures, and you know, everybody, you had the individual pictures, but then you had the group shots, and we've got a couple of those where you would have your photo taken with the class. And so I had to get a close-up on this one because I love your hair. This is probably my most memorable hairstyle of yours. I love that little flip.
And that was mine. That was
all your hair, no additions.
Not out of place,
no
not one hair out of place.
Yeah. And we can go ahead and go on through these because, you know, the impact that a teacher like you, Mom, has on kids throughout the years.
That was your housekeeper's daughter.
Oh, great, Mom. I love this picture, though. I can see me in that. I can see a lot of me. I think we just surprised you one day with probably a birthday, or we would go up to her school, and our birthday's in October. This is what a lot of students...
That is you. Right there.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it does. I mean,
well, including
just a dead ringer.
The Halloween
sweater.
vest.
I had a sweater for every day.
this is where
Christmas.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. Well, you didn't have it.
No, we didn't have 4th of July.
Mom was so sweet, though. We were talking yesterday, and she's like, "Were you going to put a picture of you on?" I was like, "Well, no, this is all about." But I did one. I went to McKinley for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade.
Right.
I never had you as a teacher.
No.
Okay, well, that's good, right?
For multiple reasons, but this was my 5th and 6th grade teacher, Mrs. Scott, and Elaine. She was important in your life.
She was a mentor to me, and so fun. And to look at her, you'd think she was so serious, but she could tell you things that would just crack you up.
I bet.
And those glasses, it just signifies everything.
You know, you had so many kids over the years, and I know it's hard to to keep up with all all this. But do you still see people that will come up to you and say,
Well,
I know you probably don't remember me because you had so many kids, but do you
Yes,
get that?
I have. We're all on the McKinley alumni on Facebook. And to tell a quick story, I was at the flea market. Ran into a young man. He said, "Were you my teacher?" Tim, he is now Tim Smith. Well, he had me when I read the book, the Nickel-Plated Beauty, and he said, "I'll never forget that story." So when I get back to the fair, Tim, I'm bringing you that book. I ordered it for you.
So my mom, and one of the things, because kids would go out to recess and then they would come back and kind of get them
really
back.
stinky and sweaty.
Trying to get back into the mode of learning, Mom would always do a reading right after the recess, and the book that got so many kids reading was A Wrinkle in Time, because you did all these great voices.
Well, yes, and Marie Gamble was our librarian, and all the kids remember Marie. And whatever our units were, she picked books for me to read, and I still have those books, and I still have kids text me.
Did you pick the best student out of the class to clean the erasers outside on?
Oh, they lined up.
Yes.
They lined up.
Thank you.
This is a big story for Alan.
Are you a
I was an eraser cleaner.
eraser?
Yeah,
I loved
clean that. Boom, boom, boom.
My friends and I, we'd toss it. It was like little bombs you'd throw at each other. The chalk would explode. As a guy, it was really cool, like throwing little rockets at each other. But I always loved doing that.
You don't have to do that any longer.
Not any longer.
No,
They have their Chromebooks.
Right, yes.
Well, we do have to wrap, but just one final thought. I know that technology's changed, the world's changed. Your grandson is now a teacher.
Oh, Nick.
Yeah.
I hope you're watching, Nick. I love you.
It's kind of the word of wisdom to those teachers out there.
As a teacher, just enjoy it. You do not know what the kids are going through at home, and you might be that bright spot in that one day, and you might make a difference in one life. I love it.
Oh, thanks, Kaye. Thanks for coming in.
It's good to see you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.